Efforts in Storm Lake, Iowa continue today, 3 days after strong storms cut power to the community and damaged homes and businesses.
For the Buena Vista County Historical Society, the road to recovery, it could be a long one. KTIV's Ellen Ide explains.
The construction group across the street from us said, "Your roof is gone." And we were in shock.
After a call they never saw coming, museum staff hit the ground running. Strong winds early last Friday morning wreaked havoc on the Storm Lake community. At the local historical society, the roof was essentially peeled off. What's left of the Buena Vista County Historical Society Museum's roof can be seen here in this alley, but the main loss to staff members are artifacts stored in the building's attic, some even dating back to the 1800s. Artifacts are piled high in the museum's storage room.
We've been preserving stuff since 1978, so there's a lot of stuff, and some of it we'll be able to continue on with, and it'll be okay, and some of it is just we're going to have to let it go.
With no roof left to protect the museum's extensive collection from the heavy rains that followed Friday morning's windstorm, nearly every item was left waterlogged and covered with debris. The rain also did a number on the museum's structure.
Water damage inside the building. The entire top floor is all wet and saturated with water, and then that leached through the ceiling into the main part of the building, and so there was water all over that as well. It buckled some of the floors.
With plenty of work ahead of them, staff members at the Historical Society anticipate the museum being closed for several weeks.
We'll end up eventually shingling the roof yet, and then there'll still be cleaning of artifacts and stuff that needs to be done.
In Storm Lake, Iowa, Ellen Ide, KTIV News 4.
If you would like to volunteer your time to the volunteer efforts, museum staff ask that you call ahead. They say that financial donations are appreciated at this time because they are entirely self-funded.